students, I'm going to explain you the second right, that is right to freedom. This includes the right to freedom of speech. We can speak, so give our speech. We have the freedom to express ourselves, the right to form association, right to go freely anywhere in any part of country. So right to practice profession, we can choose any profession. This is under the right to freedom. Number third right is right against exploitation. So no person can exploit any person. Some people are there, child labor under the 14 years age, they are forcing the children and exploiting them to do the, they are forcing about the labor. So it also prohibiting the people to do the force. They can't force the children under the 14 years age, they can't do the labor. Number fourth right is their right to freedom and religion. So according to this, we can choose any religion. We can, that was all, any religion we can choose. It doesn't mean only one religion we can, and every person will practice that. Every person will respect all the religions of India. Next is cultural and education right. Every person has the right to get the educational right, and they can also enhance their culture. So they can preserve their culture. We the people of India, we are having these rights. Number six, right to constitution remedies. This allows citizens to move the court if they believe that any other fundamental right is not according to them and it is violated by the state. They can go to court and they can what? They can ask about, and they can appeal to the Supreme Court and the High Court. Next is their fundamental duties. With that, we are having many fundamental duties. It doesn't mean we have only the fundamental rights in the Constitution. So, what do you mean by fundamental that was duties? So, fundamental duties, what it is based on? These are the moral obligation of the all citizens to promote a spirit of patriotism and to uphold the unity of India. It can, we should protect the sovereignty, follow ideals of freedom struggle, spirit of common brotherhood, and like that we should abide by the constitution and respect all the ideals. Number two, it can nourish the and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle. We should respect our national anthem and national flag. Number three, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity and integrity of India. This is under the fundamental duties. Next is directive principles. I am going to explain you what do you mean by directive principle or policy, state policy. It means that is directive principle of state policy of India are the guidelines or principle given to the institute governing the state of India. Like the state shall strive to promote the welfare of the people by securing and protecting a social order in which justice, social, economic and political that was inform all the institution of national life. So these directive principle are the, it is also the main feature of the constitution. Next is parliamentary government. The constitution provide for the